Hey, it's Barb, and I want to talk to you today about the application of leg pressure. I'm just going to walk Nick, my boy, around here and talk and explain what I mean. So one of the things one of the questions I get is, and concerns, is that people often wonder if they're being unkind, like they don't want to be mean to their horse. And of course, none of us want that. And that's the last thing that we would want to do. And the challenge, though, is that then they may not get the response that they want. So, in order for us to maintain lightness, by lightness, I mean the application of a light cue, and in this case, I'm going to talk about legs with a horse, is to always use a light cue first, and then if they don't respond, then add more pressure, and if they don't respond to that, add more, just until the point where your horse or a horse responds to the pressure. And then once a horse responds and finds the answer, then you let off of the pressure. And so for every horse, that's different. But if I have a lazy horse and I just think, oh man, he's always lazy, and I pump my body and kick hard, then that's really, that might not be the right amount of pressure for that day, and you haven't really taught your horse how to be responsive to a lighter cue. So it's always give the light cue first, and then you add more pressure. So I'm going to show you this with, I'm just going to ask him for a little bit faster walk because we're in this kind of confined area here this morning. So here's the rule. First of all, I'm going to think about what I want. Take a breath, get grounded in my seat, and then I'm going to, for going faster, I'm going to inhale and think energy up. But if that's not enough, if I add some leg, then I'm going to add light leg, and if that's not enough, I'll add more. So let's see what happens here. Okay, now I'm just walking relaxed. And I'm going to think about a faster walk, more extended walk. So here we go. I'm going to ground in my seat. By that I mean I'm just going to feel my sit bones. I'm going to inhale, think energy up, energy up. Okay, I felt it a little bit. Now I'm going to add this light leg cue. It didn't really change, so I'm going to add more. I'm going to add more. I'm going to give him a little tap. There we go. And then when he walked faster, I released it. So I'm going to ask him again with the light leg cue here. That's not enough, so I'm going to ask a little more. And then he gave it to me, and then I released him. And now I'm going to ask with the light leg cue. Okay, there he went a little bit faster with just a light leg cue. So it takes a lot of focus on our part, because we have to be really in touch with what they're doing, and then we ask, we're very patient, and we ask with a light cue first, and then we ask with more gradients of pressure, and then we immediately release when they give us the response that we want. And then I've heard Jane Savoy talk about this a long time ago, and then we can quote unquote test to see if that light cue took by adding a light cue again. So thanks for being here. Hope this made your cueing for your legs and leg pressure a little bit more clear. Remember, it just is dependent upon that threshold of response of the application of pressure for your horse. And always keep in mind whether it's your legs or your hands. Like, what is the amount that you want to get a response? And then if you want more, then you add more pressure. Right, Nick? Okay, leave a comment for me.